Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? I hope y'all having a good day. I know I am. I refuse to be defeated. I want to talk to you all about moving on from a toxic relationship, especially from a narcissist. Oh, yeah, narcissists. Let's talk about them, y'all. They are all over the place, all over the world. The men's, women's, kids. They yeah, we got kids as narcissists. Some of y'all like kids, yeah. They grow up, you know, being a narcissist. They start off as a kid, and then they learn these behaviors from who? Let's talk about it. Who they learning from? They learning from adults, people that's raising them. They watching, observing, and then they think it's normal to sit around and, you know, act out like narcissists do, have tantrums, and mood swings, evil, mad, ungrateful. Yeah, they had to be kids before they become adults, and make it so bad they get traumatized to you all. You know, when they first learn these behaviors, because when they see adults going through these things, it's traumatized to them, devastating. They don't know whose side to take. They don't know what's right and wrong. All they know is to just act out like you all do. And then it's the house is very toxic. You know what I'm talking about? Every day the home on edge, the home and the people that's among them see these things, and learn these things. And I know y'all think like this is normal behavior, or this is normal because I grew up in this environment. It's not. This kind of behavior make you sick, y'all. And you could be sick, with a disease that you can't even get rid of. Just like me. I got lupus. SLE, lupus. And I got it, dealing with a toxic relationship, being unbalanced, being holding on grudges, holding so much hate on the inside. And it wasn't healthy at all. But now I'm doing much better, y'all. So much better. You know why? Because I learned to let it go. I learned to forgive. I had to forgive myself first because I allowed all this to happen. You know, when I forgave myself, I felt a little better. Then I had to turn around and forgive the people. Oh yeah. I know y'all probably saying, hell to the no. I said it to y'all. I said, I'm not about to forgive these people. Period. You know what they did? I mean, they did everything but the right thing. And it's embarrassing to talk about it. But hey, somebody got to talk about it. I'm glad I did talk about it. I made history talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That means I went out and wrote a book about it. Oh, yeah. Never giving up on myself. And it's on Amazon. But I ain't gonna get on here and talk about my book. I want to talk about, these narcissists. Um, how we can keep it moving by picking us. Yeah, we got to be grateful for our own self and love our own self and stop waiting on somebody to validate us. And the narcissist can tell when you love yourself. They really can. And want me to tell you how they can tell? Because you're going to sit up there and you're going to set some boundaries down. You're going to let them know what you don't like and what you expect. When you set boundaries down for these people, some of them they're not going to listen to it. They ain't going to, respect it. But hey, if they don't, you know what to do. You got to tell them, hey, kick rocks. It's not worth sitting here dealing with somebody that don't respect your boundaries. Somebody that walk around treating you like you a doormat every single day, like that's supposed to be normal. It's not. Just because you saw your family and mom, dad, uncle, cousin, grandmama went through this, that don't mean you got to do it. You know, Back then we didn't know what that was. We didn't know what a narcissist was. We thought that word was like psychos. We was called these people's called psycho, crazy, retarded, but now it's a word for it, you know. And back then we didn't have no support groups. We didn't have YouTube, Facebook, uh Instagram, to help talk to us about these things. We just kept that stuff to ourselves. And we dared talk about it because it was too embarrassed to talk about it. But I'm so glad I ain't embarrassed to talk about this no more. No way. I'ma talk. I'ma tell. Because I want everybody to know about these people. I want y'all to know that y'all ain't crazy. They got you thinking you're crazy, but ain't nothing wrong with you. You just woke up and felt like, hey, I'm sitting to ask questions. Where you going? What you think you're doing? Who is this? Who is that? When you start doing that, that's when they decide they want to ghost you and move on and go to the next victim because they don't want to be questioned. They don't want you to ask them nothing. They want to be in control. So that's why they went to the next victim. And a lot of us think like, oh, they over there happy with the next victim. No, they're not. Bad news. They're not happy. Because that victim over there taking a lot of BS from these people. And they scared to talk about it too. And 9 times out of 10, they not new. They just go back to the same person. Anybody that'll sit there and allow them to sit over there and allow them for their BS that they do and deliver to us. Yeah, it don't be nobody new. And if it do be somebody new, pray for her. We get mad at the other person. They don't be knowing what's going on. They fool them just like they fooled you. They sit up there and say all the negative things about the person that they just got rid of, or the person who just really got rid of them. And that's what it really be. But they'll tell you all these things to make you do more for them than the other person did. Oh yeah, that's a trick. And then check this out. Y'all know they walk around with a mask on. The mask be slipping within 48 hours. And some of us, we just look over it, and say, hey, I'm gonna let that slide. And don't it be a turnoff when a person tell you all this toxic stuff when you first meet them? You remember all that toxic stuff they told you all about their life and how they don't like their parents and how the lady or their boyfriend treated them. You remember all that? And we sat there and listened to it and took in. And that's where we come in, at where we sit up here and think like we can fix these people. And some of us still think like we can fix these people and hoping that they'll be the same way that like they was in the first beginning. But remember, y'all, it was fake. It wasn't never real. And a lot of y'all think like they love you. They love what you do for them. Yeah, they love what you can offer them. Have you noticed every time you do things for them, they be like, oh, I love you. Thank you. You mean so much to me. Where you been all my life? They tell everybody that, y'all. You ain't the only one they tell that to. And narcissists make it so bad they don't even have boundaries themselves. They'll sleep with anybody, anything, just to have validation. Anybody that gives them some attention. You give them to it don't matter who they are. It could be a man, child, dog, anybody that just say, hey, or look at them, or just some kind of attention. That's what they feed off of. But look, y'all, a lot of us think like when we met these people, they the one that brought light to us. No, you brought light to them. They ain't do anything but brought darkness to you. You brought the light. And they weren't the one that made you happy. Because I still allow y'all walk around telling me, oh, I'm sad now. And I feel bad. I can't do it without them no more. I can't move on. Don't feel like that, y'all. That's how they feel. They've been feeling like this for a long time. And they want you to feel the way they feel. They want you to give up on life. When y'all facing that pain, that means you're healing. Don't go to the next relationship with, being toxic. You got to be able to forgive before you move on. That's why it takes a long time for us to be able to move forward, because we don't want to let it go. We don't want to forgive. And so we sit there and be stuck. And I know it can be hard. It's not hard. I mean, it can be hard. It's not easy, because it's just like a drug, when you're trying to get away from these people. Alcohol. When you're trying to get away from alcohol, That's how it is when you're dealing with these people. And they know it. They know that you'll have a hard time trying to get away from them because they had trained you to be this person like a robot, with no feelings. They trained you very well. And a lot of us got to get where when we get the healing, we got a lot of work. It's stages to this, y'all. It's not a piece of cake, but it's stages. Some of y'all have nightmares. A lot of y'all have mood swings, afraid, scared. But you don't have to be like this forever. All these things that I'm naming is what I've been through. And that's why I'm talking about it, because I've been through all this. I had to learn to love myself all back over again. And not walk around looking for somebody to tell me that I'm beautiful. I had to tell myself that every day. I get up telling myself, "You're beautiful. I love you." I tell myself all the time how much I love myself. And I had to fall in love with myself. And y'all got to do the same thing. And when you start doing that, you're going to be unstoppable. Real talk. It feel good to be unstoppable. It feel good to be a queen. It feel good not walking on eggshells every day. And then anxiety is real, y'all. Depression, yes, it's real, because when you're dealing with these people, you having panic attacks. Then you're toxic. You ain't happy anymore. You can't even be around people that's happy because you're jealous. Yeah. When you with these people, ain't no happiness. There's no light anymore. And the same with the babies that's watching. And do y'all know they grow up being just like them? Like, I know you probably said, you already said that, but I'm going to talk about that. And the reason why I'm talking about it and repeating is because we can talk to these kids. When we was coming up, didn't nobody talk to us about, these kind of behaviors that we was going to learn. Growing up, that love hurt like this. Or love may not love you back. We didn't have people tell us that, but we got a chance to talk to our kids and teach them these things. Tell them that, hey, what you see, with me and your father, or boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever that's, in the house, or whoever you involved with, talk to the kids. Let them know what's going on. They big enough to understand, so that they won't have to grow up thinking this is normal. Because if y'all got little girls, do you know that they're going to go up thinking that it's okay for a man to go upside her head because she saw you going through that? And ladies, we got to protect our girls and our kids, real talk, because some of y'all walk around and say, "I don't want to be lonely." And that's why you keep going to another relationship, to another relationship. What about the kids? Get that love to them kids, that instead of you trying to go out there and give it to this man. These kids need that. They need that attention. They need all the love that you can give them. When you're hurting, turn that hurt and talk to your babies. Show them how much you care about them, because they missing out too. We spend so much time trying to please these people, we forget about ourselves. And a lot of y'all done lost ourselves in this. I did. And I had to find myself. And the only way I had to be able to do all that, I had to get a relationship with God. I had to lose a lot of stuff, y'all. Just to get, be back on the other side and find peace. And I am so grateful for it. And when I was able to be able to find peace, that's when I opened this group up. And I want to let everybody know about this, that ain't nothing wrong with you. And it felt good to know that I wasn't by myself, because I thought, like, what's wrong with me? Why is I'm, going through this? Why people treat me like this? Why is these men that I'm running to treating me like this? You know why? Because I allowed it. You know why? Because I didn't care about myself. You know why? Because I didn't love me. But now, you can't tell me nothing. I love myself so much. I care about myself so much that I have to tell myself this. And I set rules and boundaries for myself. And ain't nobody going to be able to cross that. Period. You get it? Y'all, we got to get just like that. And we got to uplift another sister up. When these people, go to another relationship, we get mad at other people. Why? Why do we get mad at them? They don't know nothing about, you no more than what he tells them or she tells them. And it'd be a bunch of lies and a bunch of BS. Just like it was a bunch of lies they told us. And we did all we could to make sure that nobody take your place. Little we know, we was about to, we was clamming up hell and about to hit rock bottom with these people, and we did. But what we gonna do about it? What we need to do is get ourselves out of it, fight, and be unstoppable, and help some more people out, and let them know, what's going on, and they're not by themselves, and talk to people, because there's so many people that's 17, 18 years old, you know, in a relationship with somebody in their 50s and 40s, and stuck. But and it's their first relationship. A lot of y'all probably say, I can't even get myself out of it. Well, somebody got to help. And somebody had to be the one that be bold enough and not be afraid. And I'm just one of them. And I thank God that he gave me the strength. I thank God that he didn't give up on me. And I had to apologize to God for putting these men before him. You know what I'm talking about? And God is a jealous God. He don't like nobody come before him. Not even a man or woman. When you realize that, this when you start being able to be free. Because you can't put no man before God. Period. You're going to drown. And when you get a relationship with God, he's going to drown these people when they try to come back at you and trying to find you. You got to go ghost on them like they do you. How you do that, Angela? Well, let me tell you, like I told you on the other video, you got to change that number. Nah, don't change the number. No, I mean, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You changed the number. My bad. My bad. I'm too excited. You changed their number. Don't block them. They used to y'all blocking them. They used to all them victims blocking them. Change the number. Let them feel it. Don't look back. Don't tell nobody the new number. Not even your friends and family. Because when you're trying to get away, you can't tell nobody. Because they're gonna try to be friends with everybody that they try to take you from. Oh yeah. And then you got to move in silence. What you mean move in silence? If you stand with them, when they come home, you need to be gone. Oh yeah. Don't tell them nothing. Leave everything behind because they'll fight you for it. Leave it. Because when you're leaving, God gonna replace all of that. You don't need to take none of that toxic stuff with you. Just leave all that behind. You don't want nothing that. A lot of y'all say, well, look, Angela, we got a house together. We got kids. We got business. We got a family. I know y'all. But when you try to get on the other side, and when you're trying to win, trying to find peace, you got to let it go. These narcissists like kids. They'll fight you for all those things. They so childish, so petty. A lot of y'all know it. A lot of y'all seen it. And they don't be wanting these things. They just want to take you down. You know what I'm talking about? Say these babies, y'all. Because these babies sitting over here thinking like they supposed to be just like that. Walking around being evil. And some of y'all get the reactions from these little kids by they talking back to you. They don't go to bed. Some of them y'all get hit from them, spit on. And you want your child to be like that? Because ain't nobody want to be around nobody that's doing stuff like that. That's why a lot of these parents take up for these narcissists because they know that they taught them to be like that. And then you, on the other hand, that's sitting there knowing that you got kids with them and they send them, you teaching them too. You probably say, how's I'm teaching them that? Because you allow that man or woman that's in your home to do these things to you, and these kids looking at it every single day, and they go to school and act out. Oh yeah, they make bad grades. Some of them don't even go to school. They fight. It's just devastating and triggering and sad. Y'all forgive yourselves for what you've been through. That's the first step. Forgive yourself. Don't feel bad about it. It's your life. Make history with it. Tell something about it. Talk about it. Because make it so bad, everybody done dealt with one. A narcissist. Oh yeah. Everybody got them in the family. So it's no need to think like, I can't talk about this because trust me, your friends, cousins, uncles, sisters, brothers, nephews, nieces, they all been through it. Some of them still in it, just don't want to talk about it, think it's normal, think it's okay, or just going to continue going on with it, because that's all they know. But when you start loving yourself, you ain't got to settle for that. That's the good news about that. When you love yourself, you ain't selling them. That's one thing about a narcissist. Like I told you, he know when you care about yourself. And when the narcissists realize what they have good is when they can't get in touch with it no more. That's when they'll realize they have something good because they can't call it, they can't text it, they can't see it, they don't know where it's at. And that's the only way they'll understand what they had. And a lot of y'all like, whew, that's hard. You know it's not. I did it. It was the best thing I ever did. And it felt good, not looking back because I knew who I am. I know who I am. I love me. I love me some peaches. Y'all, we got to do better. We really do. Come on, y'all. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's help each other out by moving forward. And when you move forward, don't tell these people about your relationships or what a person did to you long time ago or anything. It's not these people business. You can't even tell people your business no more because they'll use that against you. So when you get in another relationship, let them accept what they got in front of you. And that's a queen or a king. All that talking about what you've been through, because when I'm moving on, I don't want to talk about all that, that stuff that you've been through. I want to know what I'm working with now, because I know if God brought this person in front of me, and if I'm with God or have a relationship with God, I'm going to trust God. You get what I'm saying? That's the part. That's what we need. We need this type of relationship with God. And a lot of y'all probably saying, "How you do that?" She put him first instead of a man or a woman, and ask him to walk with you, talk with you, to help you with these things. Don't feel bad about what you've been through. He sees it. He just wants you to acknowledge him. He just wants you to bring all that to him. Let him comfort you. Let him love on you. He ain't gonna hurt you like others will. And once you start getting it, oh, you ready. You ready. I'm praying for y'all. I really am. Hold your head up, y'all, and fight. Remember, when you feeling that pain, that means you're healing. Real talk. Face it head on. Don't jump into another relationship thinking that you healed and moving forward. No, you toxic. Let it go. Choose you. That's real talk. It's not funny, but I'm laughing because I feel good. Check this out. A person can tell when you're happy. Because when you be around these people, you're not going to be like, ugh, I can't stand him or I can't stand her. No, you don't need to be saying that no more when you're moving on. You need to be like, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving. And I know, I need to call it and be with it, You ain't got to be feeling like I don't want to be in a relationship no more. That's what they like. They like hearing that you don't want to be in no type of relationship. This is the end of the world. You want to be to yourself. No, don't give up on yourself. Don't give in to the BS. It's life after this. Everything that we go through, it's a test. And it's for your benefit to help others and yourself. Make history with whatever you've been through. Don't feel bad about nothing, y'all. Please don't. Dust yourself off, get back up, and start back over. That's all you got to do. Y'all have a good day. See y'all.